Officials have now gathered for a press conference on that train derailment near Ferryville. Crawford County Emergency Management is talking right now, and we have a listen in.
And bear with us as we clean this up. Is there any questions for me?
What caused this derailment?
At this time, it is still being investigated.
Does it have anything to do with flooding?
I cannot make that determination at this time.
Can you tell me a little bit about what's been happening over there? I've been seeing the rocks and the sand go in and out for several hours now.
So right now, BNSF is creating a way to clean up this cars, and they're building right now access ways to be able to get the cars out of that hazardous area.
Is there a booning process taking place that is helping prevent other material and debris from going into the riverways?
Yes, they are currently booning, and that has to do with the diesel fuel that the engines have, and they are trying to recover everything, but there is no hazardous amounts at this time.
Do you know how many cars went into the water?
It is unknown at this time how many cars.
And there was a train derailment back in 2016. You know how far this is from where that happened, and that was caused by flooding. That sounds like after a rain event. Do you know if this is the same area, stretch of track where that happened?
It would be further north where that happened, not the same stretch of track. That had to do with a bridge. I was the director of emergency management during that, and that was a flooding due to one of the bridge accesses on that rail line.
We know definitely that the hazardous materials, the batteries and so forth, are on the cars that derailed?
Yes. The ones that we have control of is where any of the batteries would be. So at this time, we're not concerned about any hazardous to the public.
So the batteries didn't go into the water?
No, the batteries have not went into the water.
How many crews are on scene to help with this effort?
So outside of all of the BNSF different assets and private contractors they brought in, I would estimate about 20 to 30 different agencies that did respond.
There was one person who was hurt, it sounds like, was the initial report. Do we have a status update on that person?
Not at this time, no status update.
Do we know whether they were all crew members or what was the status of people hurt?
All four that were transported were crew members, and they were transported for a medical evaluation.
To the cross?
I am not unaware of where they went.
How would you characterize this to the public and for people who live nearby that are concerned about what is happening here?
I can tell you that the community response has been nothing short of amazing. This many volunteer fire departments, volunteer EMS agencies coming at this fast and setting up incident command was nothing short of phenomenal. The public that is concerned, I can tell you BNSF is very careful during this, and they continue to do all of their inspections that they continue to do.
Do you know why the train was going despite flooding anyway?
I cannot answer that.
Your thoughts about this?
I think that...
And again, that is Mark Myrie from Crawford County Emergency Management. Dua, as far as spoke with him earlier today. Now, he did say that they can't confirm whether flooding is at fault here like the 2016 flood, although when we spoke with him earlier, courtesy of Dua, he mentioned that that area around the tracks had been well above water levels. So still some developing information, but again, the hazardous materials currently contained, and that presents no threat to the public or wildlife. We will have more from that press conference and an update on the recovery process coming up tonight at 10.